word for break out. Third letter is U. Erupt. That's what I'd like to do.
You'd like to erupt?
Break out. Seems like it's been miserable out forever.
Why don't you read a book?
I've read a book. Read one, you've read them all. What are you making?
A shift.
I could have been a great dress designer, but I flunked sewing. Could never thread a needle. Why they use nervous needles? What's that for?
I'm going to trace the design of the cat and see how it will look on the front.
I'm going to tell you how it'll look. Ghastly. Why don't we go see a movie?
Because I want to finish this.
What are you going to call it? Catnip?
Patty, why don't you go call Richard?
I know when I'm not wanted.
See you later, cuz. If you told me you needed money for a new dress, I'd have loaned you some.
Don't you like this dress?
It's catastrophic. Look, this is what the in group is wearing. Doesn't it make you feel naked wearing something no one else has on?
No.
Hi, Patty.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello, Miss.
Is that a new dress?
Yes.
It's beautiful. Where'd you buy it?
I made it.
Oh, you're putting me on.
No, she really did. Cuckoo, isn't it?
Could you make me one like it?
I'm afraid I sure she could. For $9.95.
It's a deal.
But hi.
Say, that's wild. Who sells them?
My partner and I. $9.95.
And what do you call it?
Catnip.
Well, could you make me one in red and one in blue?
One red, one blue.
What's going on? Look what I just ordered, and it's only $9.95. How soon could I have one?
Monday.
I'd like it in green.
Our Nile model, 7A.
My folks are taking me to Switzerland next week. Could you mail it over there?
I'll send a memo to our shipping department.
Great. You can go to the European market, too.
Patty, I only have 10 fingers. I can't make dresses. Don't bother me with the details.
Hey, do you have it in yellow?
Any color your little heart desires. That's our motto, 6D. Girls, now let's organize here. What size did you like?
Oh, what's your size?
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins all the way. One pair of matching bouquets, different as night and day. Where Kathy adores a minuet, the ballet russe, and crepe Suzette. Our Patty loves to rock and roll, a hot dog makes her lose control. What a wild duet, still they're cousins, identical cousins, and you find they laugh alike, they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.
Orders, and that's just the first day. Partner, it's also the last day. Partner. No wonder you're nervous. A sensitive artist like you on the brink of greatness. Stick to me, and you'll become a dynasty. Stick to you, and I'll become a one-woman sweatshop. Do you know what you're doing? It took me 3 days to make this dress. That means it would take me 129 days to fill those orders that you promised for Monday. Will you calm down and let me explain? Explain what? You don't have any material, you don't have any sewing machines, and you don't have me. You're a creative genius, I'm a business genius. Together, we're going to build an empire. Based on one little dress? Do you have any idea how many people built careers on just one little thing? Fulton invented one little steamboat. Whitney invented one little cotton gin. The Wright brothers... Patty, you don't know anything about the dress business. I can learn. Papa always says, when you need to know something, go to an expert. There are lots of good designers in this country. Hey, there's a beautiful dress. It's lovely. Gregory Madison. Who's he? One of the most famous designers in the world. That's our man. What are you talking about? You'll see. Operator, I'd like to send a telegram.
This just came from the Worldwide Dress Company, Mr. Madison.
Worldwide?
Never heard of them. Must be a new firm.
Well, their president and vice president will be in town this afternoon at 4 o'clock. They'd like a meeting with you to discuss a matter of mutual financial interest.
Sounds impressive, huh? You better see the bar is stocked and get plenty of good cigars.
Yes, Mr. Madison.
Oh, are they here?
Yes, sir, but...
Well, don't keep them waiting. Show them in.
Yes, sir.
Talk to you later.
I'm Patty Lane, president of the Worldwide Dress Company. This is my vice president, Kathy Lane.
You're the... and you're the... I'm Greg Madison. That'll be all, Miss Hamlin.
You got our telegram?
The telegram, yeah. Please, sit down. Oh, well, would you care for a drink? Glass of milk?
No, thank you.
Well, what can I do for you?
It's what we can do for you, Mr. Madison. We're here to give you a hand.
Well, it's very kind of you.
You see, we've just gone into business, and we're going to give you a chance to get in on the ground floor.
A ground floor of what?
Our dynasty, if everything goes all right.
Well, let's hope that it will.
We're willing to give you a percentage of our business.
Well, that's very generous of you. But tell me, what have I done to deserve this?
It's what you're going to do, Mr. Madison. You see, my vice president here designed a dress and wore it to school, and now it's selling like there's no tomorrow.
Well, then what's your problem?
Well, we don't have any material to make the dresses to fill our orders, and we don't know where to get it.
Oh, I see.
We were hoping you could send us to your wholesalers.
May I see your designs?
Certainly. It's all right for you to look at it. We've already applied for a patent.
Oh, well, that was wise of you.
This is it.
Well, now, that really is charming. Really charming. You're a very talented young lady.
Aren't we? Do you really like it?
Yes. It does need something. Do you mind?
Not at all.
Now, then, let me see what I can do. Let me show you the famous Madison touch. Little Madison magic here. Whisk broom. Cheers. It's amazing what you can do with little things that really have no... There. Take whisk and a little tape and attach thusly. That ought to do it. Now, this will give you a rough idea of what I mean.
That's much better. I love it. We should give you a royalty on... It's very nice, Mr. Madison. Exactly what we had in mind.
Now then, let's see what we will need.
Then you're really going to help us?
I'd love to. But look, don't worry about the percentage. Let me do it for the excitement of helping to found a new dynasty.
That's even better.
One thing, were you planning on using this material?
Yes, I was.
Uh-huh. Well, may I suggest something a little bit heavier? Let's say a denim.
Why didn't I think of that? You would have.
Well, for that, I'll send you to the RC Manufacturing Company. And let's see. Well, we'll need a few of these rhinestones. For that, the Glitter Novelty Company.
Hi, dear.
Hello, darling. Ross?
Hi, Dad.
You look tired. How was your day? A brute?
Did you see any juicy killings or gang holdups?
I'm the managing editor of a newspaper, not one of the untouchables. There was a sign out there in the hall, WWDC.
Patty put it up. It means...
Don't tell me. Let me guess. Women's white dresses cleaned. Why worry desperate centipedes?
Worldwide Dress Company. There's an executive meeting going on in your study. Behind those closed doors are the president, vice president, and board of directors.
In my study?
Patty's the president. She's going into business.
She's gonna be a typhoon.
No, dear. A typhoon is a big wind.
That's close enough.
I think it'll be very good for her, darling. It'll give her a sense of responsibility.
Now, you and Craig make the deals and handle the business end of it. We'll sell the dresses for $10. Labor and material come to $6. That means we make $4 on every dress.
For every 100 dresses we sell, we make $400.
And for every 1,000 dresses we sell, we'll make $4,000. And every 10,000 dresses we sell, we'll make $40,000. We're rich!
Now, all the department stores have teenage shops. They'll be glad to do business with us.
Patty, it takes money to go into business.
No, it doesn't. My new silent partner gave me a letter to his wholesalers. We can get everything we need on credit. What's the first step? You mean, what's the first step? What kind of a question is that? It's obvious. Wait. What's our first step?
Well, you can't start manufacturing until you know how many orders you have to fill. The first thing you do is get your orders, buy the material, hire labor, and make the amount of dresses you sold.
See? I told you it was obvious. I know who our first customer is going to be. Stan Brook Department Store. Kathy, how long will it take you to make 10 more of those dresses? Me? You said we were going to set up a factory. Well, that comes later. I need 10 of those dresses right away. How's it going? All right. Gee, I wish I had your talent. See you later. Well, they're racing right along, aren't they? Yes, aren't they? I'll stick with it. Zip, zip, zip. Good old American know-how. I'd give anything if I could do that. Come on, see you after the movie.
Your catnip dress. It's very original.
Our sales department is swamped with orders, but we'd like to help you out as much as we can.
I don't know if we could commit ourselves to an order from a firm that's had no manufacturing experience.
Call Gregory Madison.
Gregory Madison?
He's sort of our silent partner. We already have 70 orders from our school alone. And they're very inexpensive. We can supply them to you for only $9.95.
All right. Call off your clack. I'm convinced. If you can guarantee delivery, I'll give you an order for one.
One? Frankly, Miss Mason, with a product as outstanding as ours, we had hoped for a little larger order.
We don't like to plunge on any item till we've had a chance to test it. How soon could we expect delivery?
Would 6 o'clock be all right?
Well, we're not in that much of a hurry. Let's make the delivery date Friday, and I'll increase the order to 2 on a consignment basis.
But that would be fine, Miss Mason. Thank you.
All right. That's Friday, the 17th, on consignment. 2 gross. There you are.
Thanks a lot. Did she say 2 gross? That's what she said. Do you know how many dresses that is? How many dresses is it? 288 dresses. And you promised them by Friday. That's only 3 days away. We've got to cancel that order. Oh, we can't do that. We'll be out of business before we begin. What are we going to do? Use good old American know-how. RC Manufacturing Company? This is Patty Lane, president of the Worldwide Dress Company. Yes. I want to order 700 yards of blue Genography Company. I'd like to order 1,000 rhinestone buttons.
I want to rent 10 sewing machines. You'll have to deliver them this
I needed about 6 colors. Right.
There you are. Right, Craig. Where are you from?
I live here.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Lane. I wasn't expecting you.
I like to drop in from time to time.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Wade.
Craig?
How's it going upstairs, Craig? There you are. Pretty busy afternoon.
I can see that. Your trucks have got the whole block tied up.
That's big business.
There. Try it now. Thanks, Chief.
Oh, Chief. Could I see you for a minute? Kathy. And, Madam President, if you don't mind.
But, Martin, I haven't had this much fun in years.
There is something wrong with all this instant success.
Why? Richard figured out that by the end of the year, we could make $500,000.
Oh, Richard figured that out, huh?
You know how clouds sweep the country, Uncle Martin. Why, they're like tidal waves.
Well, it's a funny thing about tidal waves. They go out, too.
Gregory said that if you're going to do something, do it big.
Oh, Gregory said that.
Look at this order.
Well, this says on consignment.
What's that?
Patty, are you sure you're ready to be president of a company?
Oh, don't be a big business pooper.
On consignment, young lady, means that if they don't sell the dresses, they can return them to you.
Why shouldn't they sell them? All the girls from school buy there. Sure. We just ordered material for another 200 dresses.
You're right, it is like a tidal wave. Beginning to wish I had an aqua lung.
I'll get it. If that's the shipment of boxes, send them up to the East Plant.
East plant?
That's Ross's room. Martin, I think you ought to do a story on this.
Teenage tycoons terrified dress trade? Natalie, it's not possible to start a business without experience, assets, or capital.
James Watt started with a teapot and some hot water.
I have a feeling that's what we're going to end up in.
This is Mr. Dobson, my aunt and uncle, Mr. and Mrs. Lane, and our president, Patty.
How do you do?
Hello.
How do you do?
I had planned on being here earlier, but there's a terrible traffic jam out there.
That's big business.
Business must be good.
We're having a hard time filling our orders.
Well, that's what we like to hear.
We?
Yes, I'm with the government. Small Business Bureau Division. Now, you're president of the Worldwide Dress Company.
Yes?
You operate from these premises?
Yes?
They just got started.
You have employees on the premises?
Yes, there are 12 of them.
Well, that's a good round number. You two went into business for yourselves, huh?
That's right, they're all on their own.
Well, not entirely on their own. We wouldn't want them to feel neglected. They have a partner.
A partner?
Uncle Sam. Here's some W-4 forms for withholding taxes, unemployment and disability forms for your employees. You'll have 48 hours in which to get a manufacturer's license. You'll need a safety inspector's seal for the premises and a waiver to rezone this house for manufacturing. There hasn't been a residential manufacturer waiver in the last 50 years.
Can they do this to us?
What are you going to do? Fight free enterprise?
I'm going out to mail the dress to York now. How much is postage to Switzerland?
And an export license.
For one dress?
Some of our other departments will be calling on you this afternoon. I have a feeling that you're going to be keeping us pretty busy. Well, good luck with your business.
Small business pooper.
It was wonderful of your father to straighten out all that red tape for us. Sure was. It only took 2 lawyers, an accountant, and a business manager. The whole industry founded on our brains. Gives you a feeling of power, doesn't it? It gives me a feeling of panic. Richard said you ordered enough material for 300 more dresses.
That's right. We have to be ready for the deluge. Reorders should be coming in any minute. Come on.
Hey, that's darling. I want one with a picture of Johnny on it. Where can I buy it?
For me. I'm making them myself. I want one, too. How much are they? $8.95.
Can I have two?
Sure.
I'd like one with Pete and one with Joe.
Huh? I want one in blue and one in yellow.
Great.
Girls. Now, listen, girls, you don't want to buy those dresses. They're practical.
Start really a pattern.
What have you changed boyfriends?
Well, you gotta hand it to these kids. Give the public what it wants. Hello, Richard. Keep pretty busy, huh?
Yes, sir.
Hey, where's the president and the board of directors?
They're in the living room.
Huh? Counting their money, I presume. Why, I was sure wrong about this group. Well, this is a grim-looking gathering. That just proves that money doesn't bring happiness.
Welcome to Bankrupt Manor. I'm possibly the youngest failure in America.
Bankrupt Manor? What are you talking about?
We got drowned in the tidal wave.
But I saw a lot of trucks out there. They were making deliveries.
They were returning dresses. We've been deconsigned.
What happened?
Someone came up with a newer idea.
Yeah, you know how fickle teenagers are.
What about all that material you had stockpiled?
We went to Mr. Madison about that. He was wonderful. He took it all off our hands. He couldn't do anything about the finished dresses. They're a little out of his line. Boy, I really washed out. I'm sorry. It's as much my fault as it is yours.
Well, here are the figures. After we deduct material, labor, and insurance, and balance that against total expenditures, minus capital assets, we have $1.25 left.
Oh, that's not too bad. At least you ended up on the profit side of the ledger.
And on the debit side of the ledger, we're stuck with 25 dresses at a cost of $6 apiece. That's $150 we owe.
And I was going to build an empire. I should be declared a disaster area.
Honey, you tried. You had an idea and you followed it through. I'm proud of you.
But it didn't work.
Patty, a lot of dreams in life don't work out the way we hope they will. But that doesn't mean we have to stop dreaming.
Then you're not angry with me?
No. Well, you almost accomplished a very rare feat. For a while there, I actually thought you were going to start a business with no assets, no capital, and no experience. That could have set a very dangerous precedent.
I love you, Papa.
Listen now, may I make a suggestion?
We'll take it.
No, I haven't made it yet. I was just thinking, suppose we donate all these dresses to some worthy relief organization. Now, I'd be willing to bear half of the cost if the rest of you will bear the other half. And you can pay me back at the rate of, say, $2 a week.
Do you mean that? That's wonderful, Uncle Martin.
Good. Then it's all settled.
May I make a suggestion?
Go ahead.
Let's go spend the assets on some ice cream sodas.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye. Why don't we go to a movie? I can't this afternoon, Patty. I'm busy. What are you making? A hat?
Hey, I like that.
Do you?
I sure do.
Do you know something? Yes. We are going to a movie.
Here's Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square.
But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights.
they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins are two of a kind.